Well, folks, we are here. That's right. Despite being down 0-4, we still are hanging here with you, Locked On Astros. We're going to talk about what Joe Espada said. Jose Altuve still had a pretty decent series at the plate. The B in Bullpen stands for bad, but we were drinking some haterade at the end, and I'll give you an insight as to when we could see possibly a call-up for Joey Loperfido on this edition of Locked On Astros.
Jainer Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chancey.
Hey there, and welcome into another edition of Locked On Astros. I'm H-Town Wheelhouse. You can find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me at Astros411 on X and on Facebook. And you can find me at Back to the Bullpen on X and on Instagram. That's right. You know, I'm always positive, always Astros, no matter what's going on. But I want to tell you, our title sponsor today is FanDuel. That's right. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. New customers join today, and you'll get $200 in bonus bets if your first bet of $5 or more wins. Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon to get started today. And first off, I want to say thank you. I want to start off with my appreciation and my love for you, the listeners, the viewers, our followers, the people that we meet in public. We reached 11,000 subscribers today. 11,000 subscribers today, and I am so happy about that. We've been trying to climb the charts, and I do have the 2 cards that I was going to give away once we hit 11,000, and so I will do that. Thank y'all so much. And look, I'm serious. I want to press this even more than we've been doing it because we need to get some donations in. The Courage to Be Foundation, the couragetobe.org, is a place where you can go, and I promise you, you will love the return on this investment. We are trying to raise $4,000. Now, I am going to put, this is the actual website, or this is the campaign website that you can go to, courageb.betterworld.org/campaigns/dreams-help-us-build-BA. And that's long, but that goes specifically to the project, the baseball project we are trying to build in the Dominican Republic for underserved students. Now, you can give other ways to Courage to Be. They help kids in the Houston area, in McAllen, Texas, in the Dominican, and also in Honduras. So there is multiple ways to give, but we are trying to raise a specific amount of $4,000. When we do that, I'm going to travel down and I'm going to be a part of the ribbon cutting ceremony. I'm excited about that. Also, I need y'all to hit that like button. Smash the like button, please. We love it when y'all hit the like button because it says that you like us. Not that we have to have that. I don't have to be liked. I don't want to be liked, but I like to be liked, to quote the late great Michael Scott from The Office. But seriously, thank y'all for tuning in. I had to get all that stuff out of the way. Sporting my new mascot hat. I had to get this. This hat is killing it. And it looks like Orbit is ready to take the bat. And that's probably what we needed to do right here. Daniel Myers says Houston has a Juan Soto curse. He kills them in their home stadium, 2019 World Series. And now this series. Look, here's the deal. Oh, and David, I will answer your question when we get to the second segment. Okay. I'm going to answer that question. And I'm going to also answer Panda's question about Joey Loperfido. Okay. Second segment means, Panda, after the first commercial read, that is when our second segment starts. When we have those commercial live reads, that's segment 1, then segment 2, and segment 3. So that's what you'll be looking for. Listen for the commercial. After that, you can ask about Loperfido, and David, we will hit up on Mr. Jordan, because he does have a quote, and he himself is a little mystified as to what happened in that at bat. So let's start with our first segment of the night, and let's go ahead and talk to Joe Espada.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. Joe Espada. Yo, Joe.
That's right. This episode is brought to you by Joe Espada, and this is what he said. Now, before I get into what he said, you had Jose Altuve go 2 for 3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 base on balls. Yainer Diaz, get this, is 6 for 9 when catching, and he's 0 for 8 when he's DH. He was 2 for 3 today. The Astros at one point were 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And Tucker reached base all 3 times, a single, a double, and a walk. So there were positive things happening with the bat. But it was not like Altuve would get it started. The other guys would kind of get it started. Then it would sputter out and it would just fall flat. Singleton even got a single. Old Singy got a single. And so, but this is what Joe Espada said. Not luck on our side. Jordan hit 2 balls today that should have left the yard, but they didn't. I like the fight, man. I like the fight. That's what it's all about. Give yourself a chance. You fight until the last out of the game, and if you do that, you're going to find yourself in a good spot to win games. Now, this is a team that saw 2 home runs and 139 at-bats, Jake Myers and Jose Altuve. Jose Altuve's home run probably would have not made it out of most ballparks, but we have the Crawford boxes and the short porch, and we love it. This is not Joe. No. I'm just telling you what Joe Espada's comments were after the game. No, this is absolutely on the players not producing. If you keep pushing things, again, this is Joe Espada, until the end, we're going to win some of those games. I've seen that here for many, many years. I know that 0-4 is not what I want to see, but I like the fight in our boys. That's exactly what I want every single day. And Espada did say he talked about the sole focus was on Juan Soto at the end. It doesn't get any better than that. Talking about Espada and Hader facing each other, it's a matchup of the 2 best players in the world going against each other. Now, starting pitchers did their part. The starting pitchers looked good. You had JP France, you had Christian Javier, and yes, I know that Framber Valdez gave up some walks, but the game was still winnable. And there are some positives that we can draw today, but if we go and we look back at our starters, it wasn't our starters, and it was our relief. It was our bullpen, because I've got stats on that, but it was also our hitters were not able to score runs on their relief pitchers. So while their relief pitchers were locking us down, our relief pitchers were giving things up. So today, JP France goes 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 5 Ks. That is not a bad day. Okay. Then the game before, Hunter Brown, 4 innings, 5 Ks, 1 run and 2 walks. He only went 4 innings though. The wheels came off when Abreu and Presley both gave up 3 home runs between the two. Then they're lost 5-3. Okay. The Astros had I'm sorry, that's Hunter Brown. It didn't go back to, I want to go to Friday. I'm sitting here trying to go to Friday. Here we go, Friday. And I want to give you all the exact stats. That was our 7-1 game. Woof. Let's see what happened. Javier, look, 6 innings pitched, no runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. And then Framber, yes, we know he had walks. And let's see, because I want to get this exact. 4.2 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, 6 walks. I mean, he had 6 walks, but those are minuscule numbers run-wise. You should be able to support that run output, 3-4 runs. But I can tell you the tell of the tape right here. Is this relief? Are our relief pitchers innings, let's say 4 or 5 through Hader? Okay. Listen to these stats, boys and girls. Here. You know what? I'm gonna put this on the crawl here. So y'all can see it yourselves. So yeah, let's make an in. This is how we're awesome. We're gonna make an in-show adjustment. I'm gonna add this banner, and we're gonna look at this. Look at this right here. Games 1 through 3, 12.2 innings pitched. Okay, they had 1 Losses. This was on the bullpen. 13 runs, 15 hits, 5 home runs, 7.82 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 10 walks, 3 save opportunities, 0 saves, and only 1.5 strikeouts to walks. So that right there is not optimal. Okay, now let's look at game 4, what they did. And again, I'm comparing 3 games to 1, but I'm showing you, I'm going to ask you this. Had the pitchers had this kind of output, let's see what you think about this. If they had this kind of output, which was today, game 4, 3.1 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 7 Ks, 1 walk, no home runs. What would you say? Now, that was through 3.1 innings pitched. I didn't account for the last run that once. I don't think I accounted for the last run that won Soda. Oh, no, yeah. There was only 1 run after the 3 runs given up. So right there, the bullpen kind of came back and reset itself. They weren't terrible. And so that's all you can ask for from game to game. But if you're going to grade the bullpen, and we kind of jumped into that. I kind of jumped the gun. I wanted to talk about Altuve, but the bullpen did their job today. The bullpen, let's see. Yeah, I mean, 7 strikeouts today in 1 game. The lineup, Ethan, the lineup is not the problem, okay? Espada and Dusty, there's no comparison. The lineup is not the problem. The problem is the lineup's not hitting. The lineup is not hitting. What happened when they started hitting today was contagious. Singleton was hitting. He got a hit in the same inning. There were 2 other hits. And they just were not very dependable on each other. But you know what? I have blown way past a break, and we are going to talk about this more here in a second. I'm going to get you guys set up because we need to talk to y'all about FanDuel, because FanDuel is one of our favorite sponsors that we have here at Locked On. All right, FanDuel, this episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Let me tell you that if you go to FanDuel.com/lockedon, you can get set and get ready to be loaded with a sports calendar that's full of stuff, making it more exciting to get you in the action, because right now new customers get $200 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. That's $200 you can use to bet on the tournament, MLB, NBA, NHL, and so much more. Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet a big win. Like the tournament. I don't know if you saw NC State. They are a Cinderella team. Are you picking them to go all the way? U of H is out of it, so you might as well latch on to somebody that has some red in their uniform. Cougs, sorry about that. Tip of the hat. It was tough losing shed like that. But you know what? I'm pulling for NC State the rest of the way. So visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet a big win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. That's right. And I also want to tell y'all, please go and donate to the Courage to Be. The Courage to Be Foundation is a foundation that we are supporting. It serves underserved communities here in Houston, McAllen, Texas, Dominican Republic. And this link right here, specifically this link, screenshot it, go to this link, donate. You'll see I've donated some. I'm going to donate some more here. I haven't this weekend, but I'm going to put in some more money. I'm going to try to put in some money each week. $1, $2. Look, we have 132 of y'all watching. And if everybody gave $1, that would be $132 they didn't have. If everybody gave $10, I mean, that would be a crazy boost. All we need is $4,000. So please give to that today. Thank y'all so much for supporting that. So let's get back into this. Look, Jose Altuve deserves a lot of credit. Jose Altuve, and I want to try to get to this before the end of the show, because Jose Altuve is the only one that looked like he was really fighting at the plate. And Yordan Alvarez actually hit the ball better today outside of the mental lapse he had at the plate. I don't know what that was. I don't know what he was doing. And you know what's interesting enough is I have some quotes from him that says that that he doesn't really know or understand either what was going on. Okay. And so this is what the man himself said. I almost said Yanner Diaz, Yordan Alvarez. First of all, on their start, he said, this is not the start anyone expected. We know the team that we are. We had a bad start, and it's time for us to put our feet on the ground and continue grinding. And then asked about the 7th inning where he looked at 3 straight strikes. 3 straight strikes, okay? I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, so here's the deal. He says, I don't know why I couldn't pull the trigger. I was looking at video after the fact, and I don't know why I couldn't swing there. Now, let me tell you, baseball, if you don't know this, baseball is hard. I need y'all to take a breath, take a step back. Okay. Dude, if you say fire Espada one more time, I'm going to put you in a 5-minute timeout. That is a ridiculous take. You should take that back. We are 4 games into the season. Let me remind you of some baseball facts, okay? Let me get a little ramped up before I calm us down, okay? No, let me be honest. No, that's, at least he's honest. That's a horrible take. I'm being honest about that. The 1998 New York Yankees, who won a record number of games, I know, that's okay. All right, here's the deal. 1998, they were 1-4. Do you remember the Braves that kicked our tail in the World Series? They were under 500. They were an 85-win team. The Nationals weren't even in a race for the division at the All-Star break. People were already counting them out, and they kicked our tails in the World Series. So don't talk to me about 0-4 and firing managers right now. Give me a break, man. Like, y'all, look, you guys have expectations for us, but I'm going to tell you right now, I have expectations for y'all. Y'all are better than that. Y'all are better than that, okay? We are not going to sit here and talk about firing players and talking about firing managers so prematurely. And if y'all really think that the Yankees are the favorites now over the Astros, then you need to check what it is you're consuming, because it's got your mind all out of whack, okay? Chill out. It's 4 freaking games. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, I'm done with that. Now, let's dial it back. Let's calm down, because I'm getting worked up, because I want y'all to be, I want you to have your own opinion. I want you to be informed. But if I care enough about our audience, like I say I do, I am not going to let you come on this show and have takes like that and say fire people. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But I'll tell you this before we get to our next break. Alex Verdugo, go watch his post-game interview when they asked him about Juan Soto, and he said, oh, he's got that dog in him. That's how we're playing. And they're like, did he love your antics after the game? He's like, those aren't antics. That's called playing with passion. And I'm telling you right now, this team lacks passion. This team is passive. This team in the locker room, I don't know. I hear Bregman is silent in the locker room. We don't have anybody lighting a fire. This is where Carlos Correa would come in and light a fire under somebody. JV is on the IL, so maybe he's not there and he's not vocal. But we need somebody to step up. Altuve getting a few hits in a game is not going to do it. Someone said, well, Loperfido needs to come up and do that. No, Loperfido is going to be a rookie. He's not going to do that. Okay. And next, I want to talk to y'all about our friends at LinkedIn Sales Solutions, because LinkedIn is where you can get all your sales solutions today. They give us all these templates. You know what? All right. So here we go. LinkedIn, go to linkedin.com/lockedon today. That's right. LinkedIn Sales Navigator is a sales intelligence platform that helps professionals effectively prospect and engage high-value customers, drive higher revenue, and increase sales performance. Sales Navigator helps you target the right buyers, surface key signals, as well Get the people you need for the job. It shows you hidden allies so you can find those buyers that are most likely to convert. Fueled by LinkedIn's 1 billion member platform, Sales Navigator gives you the most up-to-date first-party data, enabling you to unlock conversations with the people that matter. Right now, you can try LinkedIn Sales Navigator and get a 60-day free trial at linkedin.com/lockedon. That's linkedin.com/lockedon for a 60-day free trial. Let LinkedIn Sales Navigator help you sell like a superstar today. Business-to-business selling is tougher than ever, and that's why I'm telling you about LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Go to linkedin.com/lockedon and get started today. And make sure that you go and check out Fire TV. Fire TV, we've talked about this. Guys, you can now go to Fire TV and you can check us out. You can go watch the latest episode. You can go watch the last 2 episodes. If you search sports and you search Astros, we're the first thing that comes up on the videos. It is the coolest thing. Whether you have an Amazon Fire Stick or a smart TV, Amazon Fire TV has it loaded with millions of channels. You can experience anything from games to game highlights to Locked On Astros, local experts from all the Locked On shows, Locked On Rockets, Locked On Texans, you name it, they've got it. Even the college basketball tournament, the Fire TV channels deliver this constant supply of videos on anything from anywhere, any kind of highlights, March Madness, NBA, it goes on and on and on your Fire TV channels, your Fire TV stick, or your Alexa devices. If you haven't checked out Fire TV channels, you should. Trust me on this. To learn more, visit amazon.com/Locked On Fire TV. Do that today. Well, they would pick a 3-ad night when I'm solo, but it's all good. We keep rolling just like the Astros will keep rolling. Hey, I like this. Dubon does have passion. Maybe Dubon is that guy, okay? This team is lacking a lot of energy right now. This team is definitely lacking energy. And right now, I believe that there is a recipe that we're going to see Joey Luperfido come up at some point. And I'm going to tell you, and I've got a direct quote from my man, Kenny Van Doren with Astros Future. He shared this with me before the show. I was asking him what he had to say about Joey Luperfido coming up. Okay, so let me see. I don't know. This might have too much text in it to throw into a banner, but we will see if it will let us throw it in there. Okay, it is. Let's see. I'm going to have to cut it short here. See if that. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm just going to read it to y'all. Okay. Depends on. So this is on. I asked him directly, when can Joey Luperfido come up? What is the earliest he can be here? And he said this. It depends on how quickly he starts playing first base. It can't be so quick to call him up while a team that's filled with notorious slow starters are struggling. The leash has to be short on Singleton, but I think you want to see Luperfido playing first base more often starting Tuesday. Now, this is what Kenny's saying, and this makes a lot of sense, okay? He's saying, we know this team, you know this team is showing that what we always know is they come in and then they start slow, right? Raise your hand if you know that they start slow. Yeah, I don't care about other Locked On shows talking trash about the Astros. They always do that. They enjoy doing that. They can't enjoy their own success. They have to beat us down when we're down. Bryce Matthews will next year. Yeah, next year. That is a good call. So Luperfido is a natural outfielder. He played second base and he played first base at Duke University, but his glove didn't grade too well in the infield. He was a little slow in his transition at second. He didn't have great footwork at first base. He's a left-hander, and so he would naturally fit at first base. You have got to give him time, okay? You've got to give Luperfido time at first base. You can't just throw him out there. They're going to give Singleton some more chances. Don't be upset. These next 7 to 10 games, Singleton's going to get his shot. You need Singleton to go out there and not be a complete zero. I would rather him at least go up there and get walks. I don't know that you're going to count on him getting hits or home runs, but he's in there. And while he's in there, they're going to play him as a backup. Did you see? Oh, really? Jacob Melton is now in the MLB pipeline top 100. That makes sense. Jacob Melton's a stud. Jacob Melton is coming. He will be there. Loper Fido, Jacob Melton. I really wish Pedro Leon would get out of his hitting funk and start making more contact with the bat because he has a really hard time. Singleton is not better than Abreu. That's Dave. I'm sorry. I have to call you out on that. That's not a good take. Singleton's defense is not better than Abreu. Singleton's bat is not better than Abreu. Abreu is a former MVP. Abreu has one of the highest runners in scoring position batting averages of anybody since he's been in the league. No. Singleton, Astros MVP. Okay, now y'all are trolling, and I'm going to start ignoring y'all because these are some brutal comments. We must say we had some secret range. David, have you turned into a Rangers fan? You know what? That's what I love about doing the live shows is because we get to interact with you guys. Look, here's the thing. Singleton's there because he's got a good eye for the baseball. He's not there for hitting. He's there to hopefully get on base. Hopefully he squeaks out a hit. He was statistically better at the plate versus the Yankees starter than Jose Abreu. Plus, Jose Abreu's hand was hurt a little bit. And no, they don't both suck. That is not true. Jose Abreu's stats say otherwise. You can't just declare a guy sucks when he's not having the time of his life at the plate. Before he came to the Astros, he was one of the most respected first basemen in the league. He's a former MVP. I don't need to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. Jose Abreu is an aging baseball player. The contract we signed him to was not a great contract. The two worst contracts we've recently signed are Montero and Abreu. We all know that. And so it is plenty. Oh, and I'm ignoring most of them. So what y'all need to realize is that the Houston Astros haven't stopped. The Houston Astros aren't going, oh, you know what? Everybody in Twitter land or X land is saying that we've lost it. All the other Locked On shows are making fun of us. We might as well give up. Let's just, you know what? We suck, guys. We're horrible. We're the bad news bears. The bottom line is this, okay? The bottom line is this. We got Josh freaking Hader. And let's go to positive spin, because I think the B in bullpen stands for bad, and I lined that bad out for y'all earlier. But Josh Hader, his numbers, crazy. 3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, a 1.0 whip, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 base on balls. The first Houston Astro to strike out the first 5 batters that he faced. Not even Nolan Ryan could say that. Not even Mike Scott could say that. Not even Billy Wagner could say that. Not even Roy Oswalt could say that. Not even Shane Reynolds or Derek or Darryl Kyle or Bob Nepper or Joe Niekro or Larry Durker. Do you get my point? He is the man. And what we have to do is, now that Abreu is going to be back on his regular routine of pitching, we need him and Presley to settle the heck down and do what they always know how to do. I think right now with Press, it's between the ears. I think with Abreu, it's between the ears. I think there's a lot of pressure on Abreu that we didn't think about. And he has a lot of weight because he's like, I've got to hand a clean slate to the best closer in the world. And now Presley, he said he's fine with it. And I don't know this for a fact, but I have a hard time thinking that a competitor like him really was okay with relinquishing the closing position to even Josh Hader. Yeah, we all know that Jose Abreu's declining, but he doesn't suck. I mean, there's only 750 major league players in the world. They've done something to get to that point. Some of them are better than others. But the bottom line is this, and I'm going to wrap this show in this, is you have got to understand that we need to have our eyes focused on what's going ahead, not what's behind us. That's why your windshield in your car is 20 times bigger than your rearview mirror. I mean, how many of y'all look at your mistakes and just, if you do that, you're going to stumble over your own feet. The Astros are going to go to sleep. The Astros are going to wake up the next day. They're going to go to the field. They know they've got the Blue Jays coming to town. They know they're a tough team. They know 7 out of their next 10 games are against the defending World Series champion Texas Rangers and division rival, and they're going to put their nose to the grindstone, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Yeah, they're 0-4. It sucks. It's terrible. It's awful. But is it the end of the world? No. But if you think it's the end, then you need to find a different sport, maybe football that only plays 16 or 17 games. You lose 4 games in the NFL season, you know what? You can still make the playoffs. You lose 4 games in Major League season, you know what? You can still make the playoffs. So stop freaking out. Let's be always positive, always Stros, and make sure that you tune into our show every day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting us to 11,000 subscribers. I will be giving away the 2 cards that I advertise. I'll resend that through. And I did announce a winner for the Phil Garner picture. And if that person doesn't answer me within the next 24 hours, I'm going to randomly give it to another listener. So thank y'all for tuning in. You guys and gals are great. And make sure, because I've been watching y'all, make sure y'all keep it clean. Because if y'all don't keep it clean in my chat, I'm going to have to mute y'all and put you in timeout. You can do that mouth. All right. I can do it. Eric's not here. The Astros win tomorrow. That's right. Thank you for tuning in. I'm H.N. Wellhouse. This is the #1 Astros podcast, 11,000 subscribers strong on YouTube. We are your team every freaking day. Let's go win a game, boys.